Alright, what's going on? I'm back. Challenger right there. My bike right here. Man, I've been busy in ways I couldn't describe. However, I figured I would make this short little video on how to change a bike battery in case any poor soul out there doesn't know how. I'm lucky enough to own a Royal Enfield, so they quite literally fucking hand you everything you need. It's quite simple. Battery box on either side. This is, I don't fucking know. I think that's my fuse box or storage or some shit. But on one side or the other, you're gonna find your battery box, right? It's always gonna be one of these little bastards, and you know that it'll be a stock battery if it fucking says Royal Enfield, the name brand of your bike. So if it says like Kawasaki or Honda or something, that bitch is a stock battery. I quite frankly, I already took off both terminals. There's just gonna be like rubber clamps in here, at least for Royal Enfield. It's just these little fucking things. They just easily come right undone, and then the battery just kind of flies on out of there. I mean, it's a pretty simple process. The guy before me had a trickle charger, and that's simple enough. You just put negative and positive on there, and then stick the wires some fucking place back in there and let it sit until you need to charge the battery. And then you don't have to dig this fucking thing out and try and charge it over winter. Because I don't know if you guys who aren't mechanically inclined can tell, this is a very small space to work with. So having one of these is basically a necessity if you want to charge your bike. Everything is in a lot tighter space to work with. So if you really want to work on the engine and stuff, cover has to come off, that has to come off, seats got to come off, like, especially with a Royal Enfield. Ugh. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Especially with a Royal Enfield, pretty much everything would have to come off in order to work on the top of the motor. I mean, you have to take the fuel tank and stuff off, but the good thing about a Royal Enfield is everything is metal, which is his upside and downside, because it's fucking heavy, bro. I bought this purely because I drove one of these at my driving course, at my motorcycle course, where I just took the little class and then took the little test at the end of the fucking day, passed because it was easy. And I rode a Meteor Royal Enfield 350, and I loved it so much that I just ended up buying a Royal Enfield Classic, which I thought looked a little better, a little older style. People think that it's some old 1950s bike, like, oh, you rebuild that? And I'm like, yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I like telling people that because it's fucking funny to see their faces. It's a 2022, 2023, 2021, somewhere around that area. It's new. The dude before me didn't know how to ride it. They said it wasn't dropped. They said it wasn't hurt. The owner's a fucking liar. Never trust anything off Marketplace, kids. My first buy. You know. See, I didn't do that. I need to cut my nails. Don't even get me started. I've been putting it off for way too long. But this, I didn't fucking do that. This has no marking on it, right? But this does, so that leads me to believe this bitch was dropped and it scooted, because it also brake steers really badly when you get hard on the front brakes, and only the front brakes. The whole fucking thing just goes and just shakes and It scares the fuck out of me every time I have to brake hard on this thing, because it just brake steers really bad. Fender wasn't there when I got it, and it's got scuffs and fucking marks and shit. That's all dirt. I don't remember where the actual marking and scuffs are. But it's a bit of a beater bike. It has a rebuilt title, so if that says anything, you know. But honestly, I mean, it doesn't look bad, and it drives perfectly fine. And it was not expensive because of the rebuilt title. I didn't have a problem with it because it's my first bike. Like, if God forbid I drop it and break it, like, I'm not that deep in the hole. I'm like $1,300 deep in this bike. That's it. So it's a great little just putt around bike, but I will be getting a new bike. I don't remember if it's a CBR, CFR, I don't fucking remember. It's the Honda naked bike, Honda standard bike slash, it's not a CBR. It's not the sport bike. It's not the $14,000 fucking crotch rocket shit. It's the kind of looks like this, kind of looks like a Grom, but it's 1,000 cc's. Its top speed's like 143 miles an hour. This thing's top speed is 73 miles an hour in about, no kidding, 45 seconds. I mean, it is dangerously slow in America. Dangerously slow. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw the new battery in because I don't have a cameraman, and then I'll start it up and let you guys hear what this thing sounds like. This is a much simpler video to record than editing and trying to figure out where all of my clips are for this 7130 rebuild that I did on the farm. I wish I could rebuild cars, but I'm kind of stuck where I'm at right now. So anyways, let me get this done, and then I will cut back to me starting it and, I don't know, maybe setting the camera up and fucking around for a second. All right, I got it all put back together. Just, you know, you put it all back together somewhat right. I mean, latches, fuses, just get it out of the way, and then lock your shit. Right. If anyone never seen this before, hey, no, do not. She hears that. No, leave it alone. Hey, leave it alone. Fuck off, go, leave. Go fuck with someone else. You just push this over to start it. Royal Enfield things. It's pretty simple. Most people, there's like a power switch. No, it's all just right here. Power off, on, start. Here in America, we take the mufflers off of our things. I don't know if that's a crime in India. I'm sorry to any Indian viewers who might watch this, but I personally like the loudness and the sound of my, thumper motor to be heard. Because in America, people are on their phones with their music turned up, not paying attention to my head ass at all. So, yeah. If I get a GoPro, I'll have bike footage, but until then,